Strain Damage family. We over here at the farm. We gotta get it right. See the goat, wild son.
The goat. Yeah, see, like,
Oh, his coloration is so cool.
I know, he's like a brindle.
We got all the dogs out here too. What's up, buddy? What's up, buddy?
You guys want to see the greenhouse?
Sure. Oh, yeah.
Strain Damage family, welcome to another episode of the Strain Damage podcast. This is
Your brain on buds.
It's Your Brain on Buds. It's Your Brain on Sunlight, because Strain Damage Worldwide is an ultimate respecter of nature. Nature in cannabis, it can be argued, produces the healing effect. Today we are at the location of somebody that is trying to build that experience for the community of New Mexico. We are at Farm Flourish with the owner, farmer, founder, and blazing maiden, ERIKA ROWLAND. What's going on? Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for joining us in the sun, in the fields, in the paddock with the chickens and the cats.
And we love it here. Strain Damage family loves the nature, loves animals. And I like the vibe you have set here. I already told you, but we need to get it on camera for people that didn't get to hear that. It's lit here, man. There's alpacas, there's puppies running around, a pony right there, goats, chickens.
Like a place where if you have a membership, you can not only get quality homegrown cannabis, but also interact with animals and enjoy it. And such a beautiful environment.
A grounding atmosphere, inner child healing. It's kind of really a quest for all of us to be embraced as a culture. The culture of cannabis is sometimes often stigmatized and hated on, and our goal is to really just show how classy and community-driven cannabis can be. We're a farm, we're an agricultural product. I'm a mother, I'm a single mother. Just working in the cannabis industry in itself is difficult, much less the stigma. So we really just try to prove it can be done well, elegantly, and a place you want to come back to.
And you're definitely doing a really good job at it. From what we could see, it's lit. I like it. I want the viewers to see this little joint holder. Oh, we got the cat up here.
Hey.
And our cat will
This one could be
showcase
macaroni or cheese ball.
cheese puff.
Cheese puff. So this is either macaroni or cheese puff, guys.
They look very similar. I don't know what else to say.
No, it's expected. It's a farm. We got, animals coming around, and we're going to see more animals with Strain Damage, guaranteed. So you've mentioned, ERIKA, that this is farm experience is really about inner child hearing. So would love to hear about your origin. So you're originally from Albuquerque?
I am. Yep. My family was born in New Mexico. Well, my grandma was born in Kansas, but we were in the agricultural industry in the garden center, Roland's Nursery, in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and in Las Cruces for 60 years or so.
Okay, so farming is in the family.
Yeah, we've been propagating and landscaping New Mexico for quite some time. So.
Hell yeah. So when did that switch come to cannabis in terms of, hey, let's explore this? And
I would say for me it was high school, Village Inn parking lot, but
Village Inn parking lot.
That was when you could smoke cigarettes in McDonald's, so that sounds really old. But isn't that crazy?
Smoke cigarettes in McDonald's?
Isn't that wild?
Yeah,
that's the first night I ever tried weed. But I would say.
Was it in the McDonald's or in the parking lot?
It was in the parking lot.
Okay.
Yeah, but we went in to smoke a cigarette in the McDonald's after we smoked weed. We were so cool, right? We were so cool.
Do you remember if it was like some good weed, or was it just like some?
It was
back
mall.
then?
It was from the Pizza Street at the mall, man.
Oh.
That shit was like a brick, and you'd break it all off. It was mostly leaf and very yellowish. Yeah,
do
it all had that same smell. Every time you got it, it smelled exactly the same.
No?
I know
Probably like
exactly.
the barn.
I can think
Yeah,
of
yeah.
what you're talking
So,
about.
but
Smells
anyway,
like hay.
sorry, to respect your question is when did it start? In the garden center. So my family also owns Plant World, which is a wholesale nursery. And in that nature, the evolution of farming in landscaping was cannabis. I mean, it was kind of a duh.
Yeah. So that was like the mentality for most agricultural people or farmers. Like, oh, hey, this shit makes
Got
money.
to
Let's-
transition.
Gotta
learn
keep
it.
up with
you
the
gotta
times.
do it. So I was instrumental and part business ownership in 7 Clover. We were one of the 13 licensees out of 98 applicants or something.
Hell yeah.
And I nurtured that business to doing quite well, being a boutique of cannabis, being a really high-end experience, elevated product. And that's where I started. And I also worked in my family business as well. But the transition for me was just more and more cannabis. It was for my own need, it was for my own desire for good product, and it was for my own desire for the state to have something done right. And it seems like my God-given right to grow, so then it just kind of seemed like, God, you love weed. I mean, you have to do it. You have to do it. And so I do it mostly, in honor of my grandma. She ran 7 retail stores by herself for 20 years. And those stores did millions. I mean, they were a location for families of memories, of experiences that every child still talks about today. And so we build the farm for that. We really do. We build it for the people that want to meet their kids, that want to pull their kids on a wagon, that the kids are never going to stop talking about that orange cat named Macaroni, or was it Cheese Puff? We want those memories for families in New Mexico. There's not hardly shit ass to do here.
Yeah, no, that's an interesting way of thinking about it, like making it a family experience, right? When it typically has the stigma, even age restricted as it should be. But
absolutely.
That I feel like also helps contribute to destigmatizing it in the first place.
We're all parents. I mean, my goodness, we have a bar across the street. Like, let's be super transparent about everything.
That's literally what I told her. I go, I like it where instead of I'm out there getting drunk every night or doing this, I'm a stoner. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go inside smelling a little good, but
maybe
you know
have a whole bag of Cheetos with the kids.
Yeah,
who
exactly.
knows?
I ain't gonna wake up tomorrow and go over. I ain't gonna do no stupid stuff
or be mean. Honestly,
yeah, exactly.
Like, there's no meanness in cannabis, and I think that's where we all the basis of cannabis was sharing a joint around a circle of strangers. Like the fact that the regulations make it so difficult and nearly impossible for me to move forward, it just takes the whole fun out of it. Like, we're farming here, people. It's hard enough. We got 6 months between harvests. We've got all these other denominators of failure, and we need support. We need people to raise up and say, heck yeah, let them have some space and some power and some whatever.
I think we're starting to see that, like, the needle move a little bit like that. Like, we have growers showing up to the CCD hearings now.
True. Yep.
And
I appreciate that, because honestly, anytime I've spoken at CCD hearings, they've listened. And I have to give them huge props for that. Because I was against a nursery license. I didn't think we needed baby plants regulated and tagged and all the things. And they agreed with me. I mean, we've been farming my family for almost 100 years.
They kind of make it where, like, almost everything's, like, a little tedious in a way. Like, you know what I mean?
They want you to not come back.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
They want to go, here's 7 things that sound really hard. Bye.
Exactly.
And hope you don't come back.
Oh, bye. Like, and in their mind, like, hopefully we don't see them here. Like, they plan not to see you there.
Sad?
It's very sad.
That shit puts me in depression sometimes.
You could feel the energy too.
You can
Definitely.
Feel the energy of regulatory
I think it's a lot of
bodies.
these people are most likely probably funded by, like, big pharma and places like that don't want to see cannabis do what it should
They
for
just
the community.
have
You know what I mean?
a recipe to follow. You must vote this. You must do that.
They want to see it under the ATF. Yeah.
Did you watch any of the legislative session?
I did. I watched the recaps. That guy Chad Lozano posted some stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
We appreciate him.
Yeah.
We appreciate all the people that went. I have to say, I think it's depressing. I hate to say that. It hurts my soul to have people up there speak nothing of my business and make decisions that could affect the rest of my business model forever on.
You have people who are playing
Overnight.
God with your business
And
that
at
don't
that-
even understand your business.
And to feel voiceless, to feel like a mute, is to watch those things. Because I don't know where I missed it. Like, did I miss it in the how does legislation work? Do you have to go to pre-hear? Can you ever talk at pre-hearings, or you just have to meet with the senator or the person that writes the bill?
At those open hearings, you're able to go in and sign up to speak and give a statement.
In the little boardrooms or in the little hearings?
No.
Not on the floor, because no one.
Oh well,
wants
not
that
on the floor. Yeah.
Okay, but in the other hearings.
In
you
the other
can?
hearings, yeah,
Okay.
that's what happened at the clone hearing. Like Victor Zapian from NM Clone and like a bunch of guys from around the state pulled up and were like, "Hey, this is bullshit. You guys literally do not understand the science, and you are making policy behind this."
Yep. Okay, well, again, I feel like it's you're voiceless, so I need
Yeah.
to get more involved in the preliminary because
Those
man,
joints peak.
yeah.
That's cool as hell. Bro, we got peak joints out here. What y'all know Strand Damage family?
Big joints.
That's pretty sure this is Purple Punch. Pretty sure.
Oh hell yeah!
It's either that or Rainbow Sherbet. Those are my two jars right now.
Yep. This tastes very nice.
It's been described as a smoky jazz club experience.
Smoky Sexy Jazz Club.
Smoky sexy jazz club.
And I don't like jazz, so I mean it's kind of misleading if you don't like jazz, but if you can imagine if you did like jazz, what it would be like. So. It's
This
a
has
hot
been
boxer.
fire.
It's a hot boxer.
Shoosh.
Yeah. we try to research and develop all of our strains here because I mean almost every month or something I'm getting back into the bin and being like what are we looking like? Are we dry? Are we need trimming, need terp bagging, need agitating? Yeah. What do we need?
How do you make decisions on new cultivars and new products to incorporate?
The culture, the need, me. Like that's why these joint boxes were created because I was like, how many times do you roll a joint for the car and halfway between you get to the car, your shit's all broken or lost?
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I mean,
and no
it's
one
the
wants to
most
carry around a
annoying
tube.
thing.
That's not
tubes are
aesthetic.
just
Bro,
kind of
I
like
swear those are so clutch for like when you have to like go to like a hotel or somewhere or be somewhere else where it's just like, damn, I gotta go outside and smoke real quick.
yeah,
It makes it
a
so
little
much
purse
better.
pack.
Cause I swear so many times I've like rolled a blunt or rolled a joint, and then I had to go outside to smoke it, and when I get there, it's all smashed
That's what I'm
to my
saying.
pocket.
Or like in your ear and it
It's
fell
all
out.
in my ear. All
Oh, that's
sweaty.
even worse. Like
Yeah, you get there and you don't even have it.
Yeah.
Not that it's broken. you have to
One
smoke
time that
abs.
happened to me when I was in San Francisco, and I was so pissed. So I rolled another joint and I stuck it in my beard. So like
my
I
God.
Probably
wouldn't
safe for
lose.
keeping.
Yeah.
Damn,
No,
that's
it straight up did not fall out. No, my beard used to be like at points in history, it's been braidable.
oh no, bro.
Like I used to
appreciate that?
date this African woman, and the first thing she said to me on our first date was, "I want to braid that beard."
braid the beard. Is,
Whoa,
Whoa.
that's presumptuous. That's first date talk right there.
I'm
Ay,
like,
ay,
hey,
ay.
yo, whoa, no, hi, how are you? How's your day? Did you get stuck in traffic? No, none of that. We went straight to beard braiding.
What's that? Okay, well, hey.
Bro, when you said that, I seen the cat
People got
cover
their
his ears.
fetishes.
He's like, haram. That I can't hear that.
So just overall, how do you like it? Just being able to live this life, you know what I mean? Be able to do this thing and offer these experiences for people. What's the challenges you have? The pros?
Thank you. I would say I very much honor the fact that this is a life that we all aspire to. We all aspire to have every animal we want. We all aspire to have tree-lined property in the middle of the city where nobody tells us what to do. It's really what we all aspire to. So I honor that by wanting to share it with everyone because I feel like it's deserved. The property asks to be shared. It loves to have the energy of people that find it. And that to me is just such an honor. I was blessed to fall upon the property. It was very difficult to attain. I had a bunch of family fallout. I had a bunch of divorce and bad business and bad contracts, and I landed here. So I'm super grateful for that. What's been the worst fucking part is the permitting. Without a doubt. It's horrific.
CCD.
No, not even. No.
Oh, you're talking
No,
about like
the
a city and county. Oh, okay.
The county.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
The county really makes it difficult for sure. The county does not want
3 years I've been doing
anything.
this. It's not a surprise when I show up. It's not a different business model. It's not a different use. It's not a different person. 3 years I've stayed coming back, even though they don't want me to. And it just, I don't know if it bugs the fuck out of them or what, but I would say that's the most difficult, and to not have a voice. To have things that can be decided, like not getting a drive-through.
Yeah.
Imagine the businesses that have current drive-throughs that operate their business model that way, to have overnight get a memo, oh, well, you've got to close your drive-through in 6 months. The governor's going to sign something that closed them all up. Imagine medical cannabis patients. All the people that can't get out of their car to get cannabis just got completely, and that didn't happen, thank goodness, but it could have happened.
I feel like there's a lot bigger problems that they could be trying to worry about.
Excuse me, thank you.
Besides that,
I'm saying.
it's just like,
I'm saying.
it
I
doesn't
mean,
make
it's
sense.
really, that's what's disgusting, really.
Especially when it comes to doing something for
Just
the
like toss that
community
around.
and people. It's just, I don't know. It's crazy to me trying to make it hard for you to share the blessing with everybody and let everybody experience this, you know what I mean? Like she said, it heals the inner child. Like when I first got here, every animal that she named that you guys had, I was like, that's like every animal that I could think that I would want.
Yeah. We're missing a long-haired cow. We really want one of those, but you know,
DBG will go on Instagram live with the long-haired cow.
My
we need to
girlfriend
raise
will try to be
funds
here
for
every
that.
single day. She'll be like, I'll take care of the
Brush the
long-haired
cow. I think they're called Highlands.
Highland
East
cow,
Highlands
yeah.
or something. Oh, there's Winn-Dixie.
Oh,
Winn-Dixie
what's up,
the
Winn-Dixie?
goat.
Winn-Dixie's
You
the
smelt
goat that
that
almost
Zaza?
wasn't.
Oh, she's like, no, I want OREOZ rosin.
Or you like Oreos like Raj? Oh,
She's
you're
like, I grew up in the
jealous.
house. What do you think?
How
She's
did
like,
you
yeah,
get
I've been getting a contact high off of OREOZ for the last 2 years.
Hi, Win. We love you. Did you guys just decide to come on camera?
Hey, look,
That's
look
cute.
at this guy right here when I put my arm down.
I know she's very bossy. She's like, you're not done
Flicks
petting
it back
me.
up. Oh, Winn-Dixie.
Oh, Win. Yeah, she's mean to the dog. It's crazy. She's a bully.
Oh.
Don't bully the dog.
Yeah.
It's mean. She's like the one that never got the plot twists, I tell you what. And I think that's
I'm getting
really
bullied
what comes
to
back
that,
to
you? regulations
regulations is it's bullying.
Yeah.
And why can't we just openly talk like we are and say, hey, this isn't working. Hey, the neighborhood loves you. Hey.
I really see
Let's
this.
work together.
I agree with all of that. I really see a lot of this as just like a representation of typical American hypercapitalism. When we have, you know, MSOs, when we have big corporations like Trulieve and all these places. What's up, baby? Hi. Hi. You want to smoke
So
some?
let
You want
me
to smoke
trample
some
your shit.
purple punch? Yeah.
I'm gonna trample your
Yeah?
shit.
Oh, ooh. Here, you want to smell the
Man.
jar?
Dude, back out. Sorry.
Damn.
This is why it's hard to get some stuff done sometimes on the farm.
Yeah, I get you.
And then one jumps out and you're like running after it. And you're like, what?
You're like, oh wait, pig can't be over there, goats can't be there. If the chickens go there, they're getting
This is a
fucked.
real problem, guys.
You could film like a
Animal management.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
need
yeah.
an animal manager.
Whole thing.
Animal management 101.
It's actually kind of hard.
I
Because then you
bet.
forget a pig in here and the whole field is rooted all to hell in like one day. And you're like, oh, man.
Who's like the biggest offender?
Where is she? Crystal.
Crystal. Oh, there she is in the
Crystal
background.
white girl. Oh, that's actually Ozzy.
Look, bro, look, Crystal's right there.
Crystal's like, I know what
She's
y'all
actually
doing.
over there. That's
Oh,
her.
that's Crystal.
The white one.
Okay.
She's something else.
So was growing up around animals like a consistent experience, or did we just kind of say, you know, back to the inner child thing, right? Did we say, I'm going to honor my inner child and we're gonna populate this bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. The second one, yeah. You know, like I said, like I was only allowed certain weird pets, like
Oh,
iguana, the
Winn-Dixie going
tarantula, like those
When
were not
Dixie's
cuddly.
like, hey, what the hell?
What, should we take her away? Win!
Win, come back to the smoke sesh.
Winn-Dixie, you wanna hit this purple punch, baby? She's like, no, I know you came with the dummy bears.
So no, like, and honestly, I had just put up the pens right here. There was old corrals; they were all run down, and I had a guy put up new pens, and he goes, "What are you putting in there?" And I said, "I have no idea." And the next day, a girl called me to give me 5 alpacas. So that's how this
sick.
property has been.
Yeah.
And then 6 months later, a guy called me to give me 6 female alpacas, and I had 5 boys.
Oh.
So then I was like, okay, now we have a whole herd. Now we have breeding. Now we, you know, it's just
Alpaca
the
the
real
way
world
it happens.
alpacas.
It's
That's
the way the
cool as
property
hell.
has just been like, it falls into place. There was hawks over a hawk's nest in the field last summer, and we were having a yoga, like a sunset yoga, and the hawks were landing above us. The moms, the babies, the dad
That's insane.
on the nest above us in the trees.
Hawks are so massive too.
Dude, it was so cool.
That's a new form of yoga you can advertise. You know, like goat
Hawk
yoga
yoga.
is played out, but like we have hawk yoga.
Hey,
Hawk yoga.
actually sounds pretty badass.
It does, honestly.
Yeah, and we want to do car shows. Speaking of like hawks, I don't know why that made me think of cars, but we want to do other things. We're doing the Caniversary. That's April 6th with the New Mexico Chamber.
You said the Caniversary? Oh, that's
We
cool.
did that last year.
What is that's just like the.
It's a celebration of post-prohibition, so a celebration
Okay.
of being recreational.
Okay, dope.
And this will be our second year now, I think, or third.
Third.
It'll be our third because we didn't celebrate the first year, and then they threw a party the second year. There's Crystal.
There's
Causing a
Crystal.
problem. But we've hosted formal events. We have hosted little girls' birthday parties, 21-year-olds' birthday parties, graduation parties. It's just kind of like, what
So
do you
this
need
place
the
is
club
open for like event and party rentals as well.
That sounds like the best party. ever.
Private parties only to
Oh,
be
for sure.
No, just, you know, I always speak in regulatory language on the outwards.
Regulatory language only. CCD approved.
I really try. I really try to follow the language. I didn't work this hard to be like a cheater of codes, but just tell me the code.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go tell your friends at the office that I'm not doing the code. Like that's not how it works for me.
true.
So, anyways,
Loyalty goes a long way.
yeah, and honestly, just like loyalty and like the ability to talk openly about what we do.
Yeah, true.
Why should that not be?
Can't beat around. Like, you know what I mean?
This is business.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is farming. And again, if we go back to an
What's up,
agricultural
baby?
product,
Alright.
like it's a corn. It's, you know, it's a plant. And it's really not dangerous, really ever. Safer than peanuts, I always say.
Yeah, literally.
But it is.
It's a medicine, honestly. It really is.
Helps
I've
so
seen it
many
helps-
people.
Yeah, exactly. A
It
lot
helps
of
so
other
many people. I've been to rock bottom and back, and I never went outside of cannabis. I was never like, this isn't enough. Like, no. You know, like cannabis has always had my back. It's
It
gotten
always-
me in a lot of stuff, but it's always just kind of been a solid, and I appreciate that.
So you were talking about the Caniversary on April 6th. What else is sort of coming up on the horizon for Farm Flourish?
We're working on a food and flower luau, and that's going to be like early to midsummer. And then Dab Day with Elevated, and that's in June, 7/10? Or is that July?
That's July.
July, around the 10th, but I think that's midweek, so like the 13th I think they picked. And then we do Boots and Ball Gowns, which was our formal event that we absolutely loved. It was every guy's and every girl's Princess King evening with cannabis all about it, but you never really knew, but you loved the whole thing.
So y'all basically made a Disney movie
We
with
did.
cannabis.
We did, totally. Yeah, we totally did. And it was like that. Like the next day you woke up and you're like, a Disney movie. Yeah, that's so great. I love it so much. And
funny.
girls relished in it. Girls loved the idea of having ball gowns. Like We loved being served at dinner in the field. We loved having mocktails and not everyone being wasted and loud.
Where did this concept of combining cannabis and luxury experiences kind of come from, you think?
Well, I like high-end stuff.
Yeah.
There's always
a
going to
thing.
be somebody that likes high-end stuff.
Sure.
I want to smoke it. I want to dab it. I want to know that I touched it, how I cured it, how I kept it at temperature, perfect temperature, the whole time it was in cure. Like, I'm super picky about that.
As a consumer, huge shout out to you.
Thank you.
Just because I don't like whenever it comes to product, and like there's even certain growers that we've had people that run dispensaries or own dispensaries come and they say that people drop off samples and not even know what strains they're dropping off. They won't know nothing about the lineage of the actual genetics they have. They don't know anything about what they have. So it's just cool to see when someone actually does stuff the way that they would want it done. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And you know what? I tell you what, when I dropped this rosin from COUCHLOCK.
Shout out OREOZ, shout out
that was a
Concentrate.
moment in my career, I'm happy to say, that was like, I'm freaking doing it. I would buy this. I would be honored if I bought this. I would be thrilled every time I smoked it, and I'm proud of that shit.
Fire.
And that made me cry my face off because I was so proud of it. And I was like, I finally got there. I finally got to something that I have aspired to for 10 years, probably. Of dabbing some whacked ass wax. Like, I smoked some whack shit, you know?
This was really the first time where you're like, okay, yeah, I make good shit. Like, you were really
This was the moment. When I opened Crumpets.
I definitely gotta agree too, because you killing it with it.
Thank you.
I was so proud too
Thank you.
when I seen it on the cookies menu. I was like, that is so fire.
Thank you.
That's a huge accomplishment, because cookies has just been killing the game for a long time.
Legitimacy.
Yep.
We strive for legitimacy, and if they're going to be legitimate and they're going to price fairly and they're going to have a nice parking lot and a clean store, we support that shit.
Future Consumption Lounge.
I'm saying, I talked to them about it today because that's been like mulling around is the Consumption Lounge cookies thing. Okay.
That's what we need, Albuquerque. Fire.
We need a place. My goodness, how many millions? 300 million in sales and not a place to smoke it?
Yeah,
except for like 2 lounges that are like,
Yeah,
you know, I mean, God. And then the county made it outdoor only or indoor only smoking. So we can't even apply.
This is CBD flower.
That is so absurd.
for leaf
That is
purposes.
literally absurd.
Have license.
That's the place they should want it. It's like, be like, oh, well, you could do whatever outside.
Yeah, like, does your landlord want the
is
stinky
insane.
building? Like, yeah.
You know why they did it? So you have to buy more equipment. So you can't really do it. That's why.
Because you need a building.
They put the price of getting in too high, so very few can get in. And they're not part of the culture, so they don't see the need. And we're about the
Question
need.
for you.
Yeah.
What do you think could be done to lower the barrier of entry for this industry?
Funding and grants towards the things that they're mandating, engineers, architects, all the paperwork. Funding to support the farmers that need to support all the things, the papers.
So
if you're going to require all this stuff, then you help us pay for it because...
So regulatory compliance support, like organizations like The Plug, for example.
And they know the profit margin's obviously there because they're taxing the shit out of everything, you know what I mean? So it's just like...
Well, and they kind of say comments that are discriminatory. Like, you knew you were getting into this. You knew you were going to have to spend all this money. I'm like, what?
We didn't know about the 1,000 laws you guys were just going to come out and arbitrarily issue.
When it comes to people's liquor license and having all these alcohol stores at every corner, it's probably not that hard for them at all. You know what I mean? So it's insane. It's insane to me.
It's over-regulation, and we don't appreciate it. We're just farmers, families, mothers, fathers, grandparents. Like, we're just regular people. We're just trying to build a lifestyle and support our own, really, honestly, without hating on anyone. So we make it, everyone is inclusive. It's a community garden. Come and ground with your goat.
That's why you guys shining so hard right now, you know what I mean?
Thank you. Oh, that's
100%. So ERIKA, if somebody watches this, says, damn, I got a code of Farm Flourish, how do they come here and how can they stay in touch with what's happening?
So our Instagram is kind of my lifeline. That's where we mostly advertise. Our stories are current. Our posts are pretty lifestyle driven, culture driven, and we have a website, farmflourish.com. and we host events. We have our membership listed there, past the waiting list. You can scroll past that there. And my cell phone is on the website. So I'm here. I live on the property. I live and breathe this. I really believe in it, and I believe that it's getting to where it needs to be, and the people are feeling it. The nature of the people that have come is so beautiful already. So thank you, honestly.
Hey, if you're in Albuquerque or surrounding at all, you have my word. Come check out the farm. It's really cool. The vibes are here for sure, and she got the fire. That shit gas.
Thank you.
8334 2nd Street Northwest. Open Thursdays and Sundays. The farm is flourishing. Strain damage worldwide.
Peace.